We are at the tip of South Africa, the southernmost tip of the entire African continent. And on that side is the Indian Ocean, and this side is the Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic is cold, the Indian Ocean is warm, and they mix together to form one great big body of water right here. So this is it, P.A.RODY at the southernmost tip of Africa.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the host, P.A.RODY, from the most breathtaking view in all of Cape Town.
P.A.RODY here in Cape Town, South Africa. Cape Town has a population of around 4 million people. We are on top of Table Mountain. They call it Table Mountain because it looks just like a great big coffee table. And yet, strangely enough, I don't see any coffee stands up here on Coffee Table Mountain. They should really call it Coffee Table because it's a classier type of table.
You can always count on the P.A.RODY show to bring you the very best panoramic views, such as this close-up of downtown Cape Town, and this amazing look at the cable car heading up to the very top of the mountain where you'll find P.A.RODY.
P.A.RODY here, still on Table Mountain here in Cape Town. Now, the reason why they call it Cape Town is because you can buy the finest capes in the world here. All the superheroes come here to buy their capes. Superman, Batman, even Aquaman. They can make waterproof capes just for Aquaman underwater. He lives underwater all the time. So, this is the place to come if you want the best capes in the world. But along with the superheroes, you also get villains like Count Dracula, various vampires. They've all been known to show up here for their capes too. So if you come down to Cape Town to visit, watch out for the vampires at night. But you're generally safe during the daytime, and you can spot all the superheroes walking around trying out their new capes, especially during the big superhero convention. So all you comic book geeks should come on down and check it out. You'd love seeing the superheroes in person, I know that. So this is P.A.RODY from Cape Town. I'll see you at our next destination here in South Africa.
What you're looking at now is ostrich land. The ostriches are so rich and powerful that every now and then they get kidnapped, and then they become a hostage ostrich, and they're forced to race against their will.
P.A.RODY here from the balcony of my luxury hotel here in Arniston, South Africa. We happen to be several hours east of Cape Town. We're making our way up the coast of South Africa. And before you know it, we're going to be in Pretoria and Zulu land and Swaziland and Kruger National Park. You're going to love everything that you see, so stay tuned.
South Africa has a population of 33 million people. This particular region of the country is known as the Garden Route because it's so lush and green. There's a large range of mountains that keeps it nice and moist throughout the year.
P.A.RODY here, multi-millionaire and philanthropist, continuing on with my trip all over South Africa. Today we find ourselves in Durban, the second city of South Africa. It used to be Cape Town, but that moved into third place. Durban just keeps on growing. It's got a population of over 4 million people. Most of those are Zulus who come down from Zululand. Unfortunately, about 500,000 people in this city are homeless. They sleep under the bridges and highways, so of course I'm here to take full advantage of their misery. I'm going to be practically enslaving the people here when I open my sweatshops in Durban. It also happens to be pretty hot and humid here. We're in a whole different climate than we were in Cape Town. Very warm, just like India. And speaking of India, Durban happens to have a very substantial population of Indians. Not cowboys and Indians, but Asian Indians. They come from the subcontinent of India.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's actually Asia, but they call it the subcontinent for some reason. But there are so many Asian Indians here that you feel like you're in Calcutta or Delhi. For Pete's sake, it's confusing me. But because of all the Asian Indians, you'll see many people wearing turbans here in Durban. They have a very specific turban they like to wear, and they even manufacture it here. I'll be taking over the factory. It's the Durban turban. And because this is such a large city, it's also known as the Urban Durban turban. So I can't wait to make some profits off of the Urban Durban turban. And also, there on the beach, we're going to be having a bikini contest with the 20 hottest supermodels from South Africa, and they are gorgeous. After all, Charlize Theron came from South Africa, and Charlize Theron is pretty damn sexy. So later on tonight, I'll probably be having a bit of an orgy down there on the beach. You might read about it in the society papers, with at least a few of those supermodels. They'll do anything for my attention.
P.A.RODY here. We are in the Durban Botanical Garden. They've got flowers from all over the world here, including the rhodey, which is named after me. The rhodies are in full bloom over in the rhododendron section. Because it's named after me, I figure I have a right to just pick them all up and take them with me, and I'm planning on doing that. And I'm also going to be taking a few of my prostitutes, which I picked up here in Durban, on a nice little romantic walk through the park, and it'll get them in the mood for some more loving. We multimillionaires need lots of recreation time, so I always plan on plenty of hooker time in every city I visit. And this is just the perfect spot to frolic with the hookers of Durban.
And now, P.A.RODY brings you, John Q and Susie Q Public, to the magic of Zululand.
Sticks on the ground representing the warriors. This is the old strategy. This is strategy.
The Zulu warriors sure do know how to put women in their place. I respect that. Women belong as our slaves. Sexual slaves, mostly. And now I'm going to recruit a brand new sweatshop worker, my youngest one so far. He's going to be really good. Yeah, I'm going to be recruiting quite a few people from this Zulu village.
P.A.RODY here. Continuing on with our journey through South Africa, we are now in Zululand. This is a territory made up of the Zulu warriors. There are now about 7 million Zulus living in the Zululand area. And a lot of tourists get this confused with Zululand. They think that they're going to find the character Mr. Zulu here in Zululand, but it's actually Zululand. A lot of Trekkies come here looking for all their favorite Star Trek characters, but this is not Zululand. This is Zululand. And Zulu means heaven. And strangely enough, a warrior tribe like the Zulus would have a name like that means heaven. It's one of those little oddities when you start digging deep for the facts. And the name of the founder of the Zulu kingdom was Shaka Zulu. And so this particular area is called Shakaland. So if you want to come here to Zululand and you want to find this particular community of perfectly recreated Zulu huts and tribal villages, then be sure to look for Shakaland on the internet, and you'll have a great time. In just a little while you're going to see some dances going on between the various warriors as they fight each other to the death. And maybe if we're lucky we'll see Mr. Zulu beam into the middle of it and shoot them with his phaser. So this is P.A.RODY from Zululand signing off. And now we are in Kruger National Park. And quite a good number of these species are about to become extinct because I made a great big bribe to the South African government to go on a safari here in the nature reserve. Thank you for watching this very special episode of the P.A.RODY Show in South Africa. It has the very best of all worlds.